Hello, welcome to another CRS and commentary. I'm your host, Cedric Kennedy, and hey, I want to start off saying, Zimbo, I ain't forgot viewer questions. I saw your question, a couple days ago, so we're gonna get on to it. I'm just want to make sure Cedra and I can actually sit down and answer it. I was gonna do one, and then thought she could just do her own, but I don't know if she's interested in doing it. Right now, they're cleaning up because we're getting new appliances, saved up using stimulus money and all this other stuff. So, I got to get into this because I've known about it for a while, maybe about a month. Okay, so Kojima Satoshi is going to go to TNA Impact, and he's going to do a stint there. Let me read this off because Satoshi is the one that posted this at cozy_lariat because his lariat put you to sleep. So it's a thing, and it says 2-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, 7-time IWGP Tag Team Champion, 2010 G1 Climax winner, 2-time Triple Crown Heavyweight Champion, 2003 Champion Carnival winner. All right. This decorated athlete is going to go to a promotion where there are so many botches, bad gimmicky wrestling, that if they actually did professional wrestling, you would think they're messing up. That's about how I see it. In addition, let's just think about this. Japan has gone into a severe lockdown due to a few extra people getting COVID. From what I had read, it might have been more, but it was like less than 10. And they was like, can't do this. But I don't know, companies, corporations and whatnot, and countries and leaders, they like to cover things up, diminish and all this, so it'll be what that is. These people need to think about this. He goes to TNA here in the United States. This is the opposite of Japan. See, Japan, they aren't going to really, just outright kill people. What they'll do is say, hey, y'all got to stay inside. You got to go back on lockdown and y'all got to stay off the streets. COVID is coming out and we don't want variants and we don't want, new people to get it. We don't want our citizens to die and all that. That's where Japan in general is. United States is, COVID is here. We're not going to change anything, but we're going to blame the Chinese, and we're not going to change anything no matter how many hundreds of thousands of people are dead, how many millions of people have it and are sick, and roughly that same amount of sick have permanent injuries due to the virus. Oh no, we don't change, and then we'll call it a lockdown because people are told to stay inside even though they're not. He is going to come here and risk his very health, his late term career right now, because he's in the last stages of his career. He probably got another 5 to 10 years left in him. I wish he could wrestle forever. I love Kojima. But he's going to come here. He's going to leave the land of the rising sun to come to the land of the rising virus. We literally have a virus that's trying to kill itself, and we won't let it. Matter of fact, we're going to make new variants. There are 4 variants known, and we've got a vaccination for the first, but we don't know how it's going to be with the others. And he wants to come here. What match could he have with whom that would make a difference? He come here. Kojima coming here is basically TNA saying, how else can we get on the map? People love the master of bread loving. They love Kojima Satoshi. He has a very strong and boisterous fan following. And I have had what I would call the privilege of watching him wrestle live. You know, that's a privilege. And I'm sure Cedric feels the same way. So he's going to come here. Basically, let me find a way to get COVID-19. Because that's what's going to happen. You know, that's what's going to happen. And it sucks. TNA Impact is not known for their wrestling. And when they had a representation tag team and singles to go to AEW, they turned out to play ball and be stupid and goofy and short sell themselves. It's just terrible. There is nothing that Kojima Satoshi can gain by going to TNA Impact. This man could easily just do a live stream on Twitter showing his puppies, and he would get more views and more love from that than TNA could get in a month. I mean, literally, he is too important to go there. I don't really like saying and doing stuff like that, placing importance upon people, but TNA ain't got a goddamn thing worth a goddamn thing. They really don't. You know, any company that's going to work with AEW like that, I don't know. And you saw what happened on, I only heard what happened, but for those that watched, you can say you saw what happened, when Nagata Yuji faced John Moxley. Even at his late stage, he's a fourth generation wrestler based on during going by age and whatnot, how long you've been in the business. He's fourth generation. Kid gloves won't need it with them. Won't need it. But he wrestled like he was an invalid. And I'm only basing this on what Cornette and Last said. I'm only going on that because I thought about watching it, trying to see it, and I'm like, I don't really care. I thought about it, and I was like, like Zimbo Town 2 said, why watch something you don't like? And if I did watch it, I'd want to watch it to see if it's as bad as they said. I know it's going to be bad because John Moxley ain't worth a fuck, but I'd only be watching it to see if it's as bad as they said, and that'd be the wrong reason to watch it. And so, bootleg wise, I'll try to watch his debut on TNA Impact. Bootleg. That's about how I watch anything anyway. I'd rather him not go. I'd rather him just stay in Japan. There's no level of money that they should be able to offer anyone of standards, that would allow them to say, hey, I want that money, so I'm going to risk my life. Bad enough he's going to get on a plane. Bad enough he's got to risk that. But then he's going to risk, a deadly virus, and then possibly bringing it back home, to his family. I don't know about that. That's not good. That's not good. He should stay away from Impact. He won't. Contracts and whatnot in Japan probably said, hey, go. We got this contract, yada, yada. And they probably don't even realize how off the wagon TNA has fallen. TNA could have been a dynasty, and they screwed it over for money and to listen to people that only cared about themselves and not the business. I don't really have anything else other to say except scathing words and swear words, but I think it's a mistake. Let me know what you think down in the comments, about Kojima Satoshi going to TNA Impact. I didn't even want Yuji Nagata to come here for AEW or anything. I wouldn't care if it's NWA. It's a pandemic. Like I say on my other channel, keep your ass inside. Or in this case, keep your ass in your country. Stay safe. Don't come here. Don't come to the United States. Don't go to India. Don't go to Britain. Don't go to Italy. Keep your ass at home. Seriously. You know, there's going to be a tomorrow if you allow it. Anyway, it's been Cedric Kennedy, CR Wrestling. Thoughts on Kojima Satoshi going to Impact. Thank you for listening.